Today I want to talk to you about some things that I've been thinking about, mainly pertaining to my thoughts on liquidation, but some other things as well. So let's get to that on the other side. So without any further ado, let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is John from Flippin' Ain't Easy. And in this video, I just wanted to talk to you guys and mainly to the viewer who watches my videos on more than just one occasion. The folks that come to the live streams and participate, that type of thing. But generally, you know what? If you just wanted to know more about liquidation, then certainly this conversation pertains to you as well. As you guys know, I did a video a couple days ago on the liquidation unboxing for Via Trading. Now, let me just first of all put out there that the folks at Via Trading, Mike in particular, have been excellent throughout this entire process. Good communication, and you know, the things that I look for when I'm dealing with a liquidator to do business with is how they communicate. So when I'm dealing with a liquidator, I'm looking at communication. So are they responsive to your questions? Do they get back to you in a timely manner? I've got to tell you that my dealings with Via Trading has been nothing but great in that regard. But I have done some thinking, and the video I put out, you know, here's the thing, guys. I was approached by Via Trading because they wanted to collaborate. And, you know, that means it's like, you know, hey, they want to put their product in front of potential customers. Let's just cut to the chase. We know what it's about. I don't want to say a sucker for liquidation because I just love liquidation. But if I see an opportunity to present that is going to be interesting to some folks, something that might help somebody, maybe you're having a problem sourcing or something like that, then you know, I look at these opportunities as a way to maybe share my knowledge with you guys. So, of course, I went out on a limb because I didn't have any experience dealing with Via Trading. Okay, so other than my discussions and meeting up with Mike at ASD in Las Vegas a couple weeks ago, I really hadn't had any type of experience dealing with this company. And you know, we saw what they had to offer at their booth at ASD. Had a lot of intriguing information. And when we received the product, was, like I said, I was very impressed by the quality of the packaging. A lot of times you get these liquidation pallets that just don't have really good retail packaging at all. And sometimes you'll have items that don't have any retail packaging. They're just in some random bag, like in an Amazon pallet, that type of thing. None of that here. Now, everything looked brand new to me. Of course, when we're doing the unboxing, we're not going to test anything. We have no way of knowing what works and what's new and what's a swap out. And I don't think Via Trading has any idea, nor does any real liquidator have the time to go through the merchandise. They just do a basic inspection. Packaging looks good. It passes through their process and it goes into the pallet off the truck. And I know a lot of liquidators, they'll go in and they'll separate, you know, clothing from electronics and make like pallets. So the type of merchandise I received was in line with what I told Mike that I look for when I'm buying liquidation. So a lot of times liquidation companies will make pallets like this that are similar type of product. So yeah, you will find liquidators that will pretty much just give you a random general merchandise selection. You can get anything from food to electronics to clothing to housewares, that type of thing. But I like it when companies do kind of separate merchandise into like lots. So look, I'm not holding that against them. They did what I asked them, or I recommended them as far as what type of product that I'm looking for. Your concern is the same as my concern. You know, if you buy from this company or any liquidator for that matter, are you going to get the same type of merchandise as shown in my unboxing. And I think that goes a long way with communication. So if let's say you sign up, and you check out the other video, the links in the other video. But if you sign up using my link, then you will be put in touch with an account manager. At that point, you can talk about, here's what we're looking to try to pick up, that type of thing. As far as the end result on that video, it was a little over 2x return, 2x return on your money, meaning that you spend $615 on the pallet, which is the estimated cost on that pallet before freight, and I think we made $12.83, so just a little bit more than double your money. And you guys know me, I'm looking for a better return than that, and so should you. It's just one of those things where I really was appreciative of Via Trading reaching out. I didn't want to put them in a negative light, and hopefully this video doesn't. They're good people. However, and I don't fault Via Trading at all, but I think this is conducive of the liquidation industry as a whole. And in my dealings with liquidation ain't what it used to be. It isn't what it was back in 2019 and maybe even 2020. And maybe I'll make a video that will show you what I'm talking about, because even on the manifested lots, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. The idea that a reseller will do well in buying liquidation and only making 2x their money, they have to be really moving that merchandise for it to be a good business model. In all honesty, with the merchandise that I picked up from Via Trading, I've listed all but a couple items, and it's been a day and a half, but no sale yet at all on anything. Been sending out offers and that kind of thing, and pricing it as I normally would anything, regardless of what my buy-in cost is, because I want to see if I was to buy more of this type of merchandise. Let's say I'm out in Los Angeles and I'm willing to pick up a pallet while I'm out there. Is it going to move fast enough for me to be okay with a 2x to 3x return on my money? And based on my current sourcing situation right now, I'm probably going to steer clear away from liquidation for a little while. Liquidation pallets. And it's because the liquidation industry is giving you less value for your money. And there's a reason for that. There is more demand on liquidation now than there ever has been, due to bin stores, for instance. That is taking up a lot of supply. But you have other entities that are fighting for these truckloads, and the demand on truckloads to fill these bin stores, for the most part, is really, whenever you have demand, the prices go high. You don't get as good a value when there's high demand. So I kind of blame the way of the bin store as being my problem in finding good liquidation pallets. But as you guys know, I am looking to find something that will allow me to win at the 40/40 model, which means that I have to be into a product for no more than 16% of MSRP. And unfortunately, I'm still looking, guys. And it's okay. If you're in Los Angeles, if I was in Los Angeles, I would be in touch with these guys to see what they have periodically. Maybe they have something that, is up your alley. Maybe you're within a niche, or maybe you're looking to build upon a niche. And, if you're in that area, then I certainly think it's worth looking into, at least having it as an ace in a hole to have another source to go to. But guys, you guys know me. I'm not trying to build this channel in a way where it's just about making money. It's not about that at all. And I would love nothing more than to find some sponsors that are going to really, in my opinion, do well for you guys. But I'm not going to lie to you guys either. I feel like I'm somewhat of an expert at liquidation based on all the pallets that I've bought over the years. And unless the price is right and you're getting good value for your money, I don't care who you're buying from, I wouldn't settle for 2x. You know, some people think, hey, that's good in liquidation. No, it ain't good as what it used to be. Liquidation used to be 4 or 5x. And heck, I'll even settle for 3x my money. Because, see, here's the thing. And like I said, no fault of VIA. You know, again, they're just like any liquidator. That Stanley battery pack that I pulled out, DOA. Charged it up. The compressor doesn't work. And you look at it a little bit closer, and it's obvious someone, a buyer, nothing to do with VIA, a buyer probably went to Sam's, bought the item, took their old broken unit, put it in the box, and then returned it. Had the same thing with the Ninja blender. The lid was messed up. It wouldn't shut. And everything looked new except for the pitcher lid. And it tells me that someone bought that set, swapped out their lid, took it back to Sam's and said, hey, there's a problem with the lid. And they now have a new upgraded lid. It's theft, it's fraud, it's rampant in the liquidation business. And that's why we say 10 to 20%, even if it looks good, is going to have some issues. Now, of course, I could part out that Ninja, and I'm selling it with the messed up lid at a discounted rate. It's what I have it on. But it's frustrating at times. You know, you're looking, hey, that Stanley unit was going to be a pretty nice looking unit, maybe even to keep myself for my vehicle or just to sell it, and to find out it doesn't work. It's somewhat disappointing. But again, this has nothing to do with VIA trading. This is just my thought on the liquidation industry on the whole. And I keep saying VIA trading because I just don't want you to think that that's what this video is about. It's really about my thoughts about the industry and this channel as a whole. And I think they kind of intersect a little bit, because I talked to you guys a lot about sourcing and liquidation. And then I show you guys examples of things. And had I known, I'll just be real with you, had I known what I was getting, and I guess is the risk that I took, I may have just said, hey, I'm going to pass at this time. And I know that just totally kills any further, collaboration with this company, and it's nothing to do with them. Maybe I just got a bad pallet. Good things came about it. I've learned a lot about the business, but I'm not one of those channels that's just going to take a sponsorship and try to ram it down your throat and to make you feel like it's something that it's not. So again, I think that there's ways to buy liquidation. I think the way to do it right now is via either like on the individual piece level, like at bins or maybe auction houses. Those are the ways to go, because you can selectively see and manage what you're getting in these pallets. Or of course, it's not a pallet when you're buying it individually, but you're able to make your own pallet in an essence. And I think that's kind of the future for me, how I'm going to be looking at liquidation going forward, because over the last 2 years, I've been nothing but disappointed in just the liquidation industry as a whole. And of course, you have a lot of these liquidators. They're trying to get as much as they can per pallet, and at the same time, they're not providing the same value that they used to provide. And I don't have the answer as to why that is. Let you figure that out for yourself, because I don't know. But I can just tell you, it's not the same. And thankfully, you guys out there have saved my business. I'll just tell you like that. You guys have saved my business, because I was so tunnel focused on liquidation for the first few years that if it wasn't for you guys constantly telling me about yard sales, right? Constantly telling me about even Goodwill, the bins, right? And I'm so hard-headed at times that I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm doing what I'm doing, right? But you guys have shown me other ways to make money in this business, and I'm grateful for that, because I would basically have no product, or the product I have, I'd be making smaller margins on. So that's what a blessing this channel is because you guys are out there not only absorbing any information I can provide, but are also giving me information and that type of thing. So I just want to thank you guys for everything that you do for the channel and your participation with the channel. Now, I wanted to say that I did get a couple scales in that pallet, and I had a couple people asking me about buying the scales. I don't want to sell you guys anything really, yeah, I could probably make about 30-40 bucks per scale. These are brand new scales if you saw the video, but I want to give them away. And so what I want you guys to do is be on the live 3 p.m. on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific, and just hang out with us for the hour and a half, 2 hours that we do the live stream. And at the end of the live, I'm going to give away 2 of the scales. Not quite sure how we're going to do it, but you have to be subscribed to the channel, and you have to, if you want to be involved in the drawing, I'll probably have you put some information from the previous video, so I know that at least you watched the video and you know about the scales we're talking about. But I think that it would be kind of a good gesture, and only if you can use a scale. If you have 2 scales, one in your garage and one in your office, maybe you'd consider just hanging out with us and not getting in the drawing, because I really like to see these scales go to someone who could really use an upgrade, or maybe their scale is just beat to hell and they just need a pretty good one. And these are pretty good scales. These are the Royal scales that you buy at Sam's Club. So that's kind of what we want to do for the channel. And lastly, let me just say this. I am not going forward on the live streams, I am not going to make a point to say anything negative about any other channel. Look, if a channel wants to charge you $39.95 for a chance to chat with them and to learn more when we should be learning this in the free videos, then that's on them. And you know what? If they have a loyal following and those people enjoy the product they're putting out there, then more power to them, right? Just know that that's not what this channel is. This channel isn't about squeezing money out of the viewers. That's just not what it's about. To me, I just want it to be a positive conversation about how can we finally solve this thing called eBay. And that day may never come, but these live streams allow us to answer your questions and to really get in there and discuss issues that are happening within eBay, and then also hopefully leaving you guys with some motivation to get you out there and realize that the only true roadblock in your success is yourself, and to stop blaming eBay. Even though we want to be aware of what eBay has going on, we want to be in there and just focus on our own destiny and our own success. And hopefully you guys can join me on these live streams, and let's continue to make it a positive and fun experience. And look, guys, I don't care if you guys like me or not. If you're that viewer that thinks I'm whatever, I promise you this: I don't have a hateful heart. My only motivation is to help others. It's always been, even when I was at my other job. It is rewarding to me to be able to help people just by sharing information that I have. And, hopefully, not through my words, but through my actions, you guys can see that for yourself. If you watched enough of my videos, you'll know who I am. And, I think at times it does bother me to see some of the negative comments that I do see that people have when they really don't know me. But that's just the thick skin that I have to develop even more. I think I've developed quite a bit over the last couple of years, but even more than I already have. And just keep focusing ahead, building the channel, and building relationships with new people that come onto the channel, and just making it a positive experience for everyone. So not your normal video, guys. I mean, I want your comments down below. That certainly is appreciated, and of course I ask you to hit the like button and then subscribe, and then hit that notification bell. But whatever, you guys know the routine. But simply this, guys, I want to make this a channel that's going to be positive for all. I don't care who it is that's trying to learn. I want to help, and I want to learn from you as well. So if you're experienced, bring that experience to the comments down below, and our live streams on Mondays and Fridays. And I got to tell you, in this business of YouTube, building a channel, it's just like flipping. It ain't easy. And I want you guys to have an excellent rest of your day, and we will see you on the live stream Friday 3 p.m. That's tomorrow, Friday 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern. Watch my previous video. I'll put the link up here, so you can watch the liquidation video for yourself, so you know what I'm talking about, and be prepared to join the giveaway that we're going to do. We're going to give away 2 of the scales that we got in the liquidation. So until then, I want you guys to have an excellent rest of your day, and we will talk to you very soon.